go to the Kia lineups here in Philadelphia. The 76ers and the Mavs. And right off the bat, Reggie, what you notice for Dallas, no Kristaps Porzingis is out for a third consecutive game for Dallas.
Well, you're going to go with more size, bringing in Boban Marjanovic. But if you're Rick Carlisle, that's 6 less fouls to throw at Joel Embiid. So now Willie Cauley-Stein as well as Dwight Powell going to have their shot at guarding the potential MVP.
And away we go, and here is Ben Simmons. He'll be going to his third consecutive All-Star game. Leads Philadelphia in assists. Tobias Harris, who is out on the wing, gets it down to Embiid over Marjanovic, who gets the miss. And here comes the first possession for Dallas. The Mavs, Reggie, are 7-7 on the road this season.
It looks like their offense over the last 9 ball games is really starting to kick in gear, averaging 121 points.
Richardson making his return to Philadelphia. He was on this team a year ago. Shot clock at 2. Great defense on the wing. Seth Curry is back in the lineup for Philly. A shot clock violation. Curry missed the last game with a left ankle. And Danny Green will inbound for the 76ers, who are one of the best teams at home. Certainly in the East at home. 13-2 record for the number 1 seed right now in the East, the 76ers. Outside Embiid, a 3, taking fewer, hitting that one right there. Joel Embiid, a 40% three-point shooter this season. Now here's Doncic. Off that terrific performance against Boston, his floater from 14 picked up by Embiid. Doncic has really been scoring well for Dallas, but no surprise there. Having a career year as Harris, wide open, Green in the corner. Hits a 3 right there. He leads Philadelphia now with his 74th three-point shot of the season made.
And that offense all created there by Tobias Harris. His dribble penetration.
Kleber, Richardson, Marjanovic at 7'4", the second tallest current player in the league and back of Taco Fall with Boston. Doncic, Marjanovic, and it's off of Philadelphia. So the shot clock will be at 3.3 for the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, how many years have we been seeing Danny Green do this, from San Antonio to Toronto, and winning the championship last year with the Lakers?
Trying to get free, Dorian Finney-Smith, and picked up by Simmons. Didn't hit anything right there, so the shot clock violation. And the Dallas turnover. It's Joel Embiid, one of the top 10 rebounders in the league. His scoring has been terrific. He's averaging, Embiid is, 30 points a game. Curry with a good fake. Down went Richardson, but the mid-ranger will not drop, and Richardson will take it the other way. Josh Richardson. He'll fire on the fly and knock it down. They made the trade. Curry going to Philadelphia, and Richardson coming to Dallas. Curry outside, second all-time in three-point shooting percentage. Finding Simmons off that baseline for the 76ers.
Well, Ben Simmons got the Mavericks scrambling because of his ability to play downhill. And Curry found him with the finish.
Marjanovic, Doncic, only the second time that Doncic and Embiid have gone head-to-head. Marjanovic up and down and off and in. He finally puts it through. Boban Marjanovic averaging 5 a game in tonight, starting for Porzingis. Spinning the other way is Simmons. Marjanovic with the rebound.
I think Marjanovic got about 4 offensive rebounds on that last possession alone, Kev.
Inside they go. Turnover right there. Curry saves it. Here comes Simmons. He'll bump into Kleber, and out of bounds it goes.
And Kevin, this was the one thing that Coach Carlisle feared from the Sixers. One of many. is fast break opportunities. This Sixer team leads the association with about 16 fast break points a game. They play at a very high pace, led by Ben Simmons.
Doncic, a top 5 scorer, takes it in, floats one up, and shoved as he fired. And a foul called on Philadelphia. With their clock at 8.5 to play here in the first. Danny Green will pick up the foul for the 76ers. Of course, a member of that championship Laker team a season ago. The NBA tonight on TNT is brought to you by the all-new Kia Sorento, the world's first storytelling machine, and by Burger King. Mix and match your favorite for $5. Burger King. With Doncic, Reggie at the free throw line, where he matches his uniform number 77%.
Something Doc Rivers, as we've seen early on in this first quarter, he's going to keep size on Luka Doncic. He's got Ben Simmons as well as Danny Green with that length to try to disrupt some of those drives by Luka.
Here's Harris on top, still smarting a bit, as are the fans and the organization with his all-star snub. He was not voted in by the coaches, even though that Tobias Harris is having a career year as he's reunited with his former coach with the Clippers, now the first-year coach with the 76ers, Doc Rivers, as Marjanovic picks up the foul. Watch Embiid, rebound by Boban. Top 5 in assists. Down goes Marjanovic.
Slow to get up.
Looks like he's hurt. Yep, he twisted that right ankle, Reggie. Shot clock at 7. Finney-Smith got Green in the air. Marjanovic inside. And picked up by Harris. Philadelphia comes the other way. 3 of 9. Dallas 2 of 8. Out of bounds it goes. Dallas's ball.
In his hands. Look at this right ankle. Just a little bit of a turn right there.
That's a lot of body to put on the brakes there, Reg.
Yes, sir.
Leva. The drive right here by Richardson stepped out of bounds. He took it inside. So Josh, the former 76er, with his first game against his old team. Both teams are really struggling. They now combined 5 of 18 shooting for both.
That surprised even Joel Embiid defensively.
Here's Embiid, thought about 3. Curry will put up and knock down a 3 for the Philadelphia 76ers. They had a lot of threes. 17 against Toronto on Tuesday as we step aside.
They're 3 of 3 from downtown from 3 different Philadelphia players.
Dallas has an early rebounding advantage. They're changing the ball that they began the game with. Dallas swept the 2 games with Philadelphia last season. Reggie, they'd always ask you, wouldn't they, before the game, what ball you wanted to use? I'm like, could you pick the ball at home that you wanted to use?
I usually, it was the point guard, so it would be Mark Jackson or Vern Fleming in my younger days. The point guard usually is delegated, which ball we're going to probably play with. And you get together with the opposing point guards and they come up with the basketball.
Dallas has gone small. Marjanovic is out. Brunson is in. Finney-Smith works for the ball. It goes off to Embiid, and now here is Simmons off to Curry. 3 of 3 3-point shooting so far for Philadelphia. 4 made baskets on 4 assists. And it's Joel Embiid with the shot clock now at 7. Finney-Smith will defend. Tough chore for him and Embiid. Nice defense by Dallas. Look at Brunson, who played at nearby Villanova. Kicks it out. Richardson and Harris is there. Boy, they're raving about Tobias Harris's defense. That time, though, Richardson scoops it up for two.
And Richardson has something to prove, coming back playing against his former team. Beautiful move with the left off the glass.
Richardson last season with Philadelphia averaged 14 points. Brunson working with the defense. Nice basket made by Tobias Harris. A career-high 21 points is what he's averaging this year. Long shot won't go from Richardson, and picked up by New England City. Tim Hardaway back to Dorian Finney-Smith, who knocks it down.
And this is how Dallas has been playing over those last 9 ball games. Getting more 3 attempts up, going with a smaller lineup on the floor to spread and try to increase that pace.
Outside they go. Danny Green 3. He's hit 1. Embiid can't get it. Picked up inside by newly installed Willie Cauley-Stein. With Brunson the other way. The fake and the drive into Green. Got it to go. Pretty shot. Boy, Brunson, Reggie, has really been playing well, coming off a 22-point game against Boston on Tuesday.
Just solid off the bench. And overall, him along with Tim Hardaway Jr. both have been fantastic for Rick Carlisle.
Hardaway's defense right there with the best, what they said, the best defensive game they had played this season against Boston on Tuesday. The words of Rick Carlisle. Brunson 3, book it, outside. Beautiful shot, Jalen Brunson, the former college basketball player of the year at Villanova. Bounds off of Dallas.
And Kev, you see with the smaller lineup and the ball movement, how about the move here by Brunson? Just kind of uses his shoulder. Brunson knocks down a 3 at one end.
And the bench from Dallas, heard from early. Season as the coach of the Dallas Mavericks said we played our best defensive game of the year when we beat Boston on Tuesday by 3. Their bench reg was plus 32 points, but really it's been the last 9 games where you've seen some overall improvement, and those are some of the offensive numbers.
Yeah, I just think this team was hit really hard with the whole COVID and safety protocols early on. Key guys in the lineup, in the rotation, missing a lot of time. And I think they're just now starting to get their legs and their lungs back.
Simmons is out. Shake Milton comes in. Curry uncorks a triple. Seth Curry puts one in from outside. He's got his second.
And this Philadelphia Sixers team is knocking down threes, especially with the inside presence of Embiid and Simmons. Very difficult to beat.
How about the 17 they made Tuesday, beating Toronto by 7 down in Tampa. Embiid comes up with the rebound, his 3rd. Here comes Seth Curry. Working around Richardson outside for Harris. Shake Milton triple. And picked up by Willie Cauley-Stein. The Mavericks have won 6 of 7. And as you just saw, 7 of 9 after losing 6 straight. And that's what Reggie was talking about. The ball deflected. The shot clock at 8. Here comes Richardson. Will let one go. And it's a whistle with a foul. And it goes on Philadelphia and Seth Curry. So Curry will pick up number 1. Which team will block more shots in tonight's second matchup tonight on TNT between the Pelicans and the Bucks? Play NBA Pick'em Primetime Picks for your chance to win. Play free at NBA.com/Pick'em. Brunson, close range. Embiid with another rebound.
4 rebounds for Embiid to go along with those 3 points.
Philadelphia has won 3 of 4. Nice defense by Dallas again. 3-on-1 the other way. Korkmaz has come in. Shot outside by Finney-Smith. Won't go. It's retrieved by Hardaway, and they reset. Richardson. fly. Got it in a foul. Counted for 2. He'll go to the line.
I think Matisse Thybulle trying to trail that play. His body and momentum carried it right into the backside of Richardson. Nice concentration here by Josh, but on that backside right here, look at his momentum. Just kind of carries him as he tries to block the shot. Nice concentration offensively there by Richardson.
So Richardson, Reg, who averages 13 a game, had 16 Tuesday against Boston, Monday against Memphis, had 17. He's averaging, like we said, 13 a contest. Kleber comes back in now for Dallas, joining Richardson, Hardaway, Brunson, and Cauley-Stein. All bench guys out there for Philadelphia. And Reggie, if there has been a story with the 76ers, the #1 team in the East, coming in by a half game over the Brooklyn Nets, it's been how the bench cannot hold on to a lead and has had trouble scoring.
Well, they only average 31 points a game, so that's the problem. And if you're Doc Rivers, you're very top-heavy as Thybulle misses a 3 here. You're top-heavy with your big 3 in Simmons, Tobias, and Embiid, but you're going to need some contribution going forward from your bench, as you mentioned. Just kind of hold on to leads until your big 3 get back on the floor.
So Milton stays on the floor, has it now, tees up a triple, picked up by Richardson. Milton, Scott, Thybulle, Korkmaz, and Howard, the 5 bench players out there for Philly. Brunson penetrates, Kleber outside. With a rebound by Philadelphia, here comes Milton the other way. They're shooting 27%. The 76ers are to the 32% of the Dallas Mavericks so far. Korkmaz, boy, he had a great first quarter, a 19-point game the other night in Tampa against Toronto. Season high 19, but 16 in that first quarter. Brunson will pick it up here. And Korkmaz at the line. 3-time Turkish League All-Star, 2-time champion. He has been in a shooting slump until the other night. FanDuel gives you more ways to win this NBA season with betting, daily fantasy, and free-to-play games. Sign up and play at FanDuel.com. #1 team at 21-11, the 76ers, and as I just said, a half-game lead over the Nets. Howard inside. He puts one up and in, pulling the trigger. Fouled on the play, so put him at the line.
That can't happen if you're Willie Cauley-Stein right here. Dwight Howard just went right around him and wanted that offensive rebound more.
Willie Cauley-Stein picking up his first. Doncic is going to check back in for the Dallas Mavericks. Dwight Powell has come in the contest for the first time. Kleber, Doncic, Hardaway, Brunson, and Powell. Dallas 5, 1-point game, 1:02 to play here in the first. Powell 52% from the line and makes it work there and completes the 3-point play. Doncic just started 0 of 3. He's got a single point. That was, of course, at the line. Hardaway juking and spurts. He finds a little shot there from 14. Thybulle. Defense is calling card. Shake Milton lost his defender. Inside. Howard there. And he'll put it through. Snuck in, staked his claim. Caught the 2 and a good feed on the play. Powell.
Yeah, but you see,
pick up the foul.
As Shake Milton continued to penetrate all the blue jerseys around Milton. Nice job finding Dwight Howard. Once again, dominating the paint area here for Philadelphia.
So once again, Dwight Howard at the line, the 8-time All-Star, the 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. He's 35 years of age. He also won that championship a season ago with the Lakers.
6 quick points off the bench here for Doc Rivers in Philadelphia.
Doncic takes the three, the lean by Thibault, and a foul.
Yeah, 2 bad fouls here by Thibault.
I was just going to say. Yep. Just as he was getting ready to deploy that shot, the deployment was there, and so was the foul. And so at the free throw line, Luka Doncic is 77% free throw shooter, and Reg will have 3 coming his way. Mentioned before that the Dallas Mavericks had swept the 2-game series last year, and they've won 3 straight over the 76ers. There's a lot of talk about Doncic getting the starting role in the All-Star game and not Damian Lillard. What were some of your thoughts on that?
It's apples and oranges. I think both are fantastic young players. I think Lillard is in the MVP conversation because of what he's done with Portland with all the injuries, but Luka's having an unbelievable season as well. Again, it's a popularity contest. People need to understand that. It's the fans voting.
Thibault is out. Isaiah Joe, the rookie out of Arkansas, second-round pick, has come in. Here's Shake Milton dancing. Third-year player out of SMU. 2-second difference. Game clock, shot clock. Here comes Korkmaz. Nice pass on top. Milton. Not in time. Great defense by Dallas again. How about Hardaway there, Reg?
I love the small unit here for Rick Carlisle in Dallas. Being able to switch everything, not giving up on the play right there. Hardaway Jr. causing that 24-second violation.
2.5. Dallas down by 1. There they go. Shot on the fly. Brunson with the whistle before the shot was taken. As Dwight Powell went down, Dallas picks up the foul.
Might have been on Powell with the screen right there. Oh, that's...
It was. The rookie took it hard, too. Isaiah Joe. Wipe it away. 23-22 at the end of 1. Philadelphia, the number 1 team in the Eastern Conference, coming off the win. Head coach Rick Carlisle. And I don't think we're going to get it, actually, as we take a look at Luka Doncic. And only the second time this season that Doncic fails to make a field goal, Reggie, in the first quarter. Doncic at the end of 1, 0 of 3 in 7 minutes.
Well, we asked Coach Carlisle about that. He's like, don't worry. The ball's going to be in his hand 90% of the time. We're going to post him up. We're going to do a lot of misdirection. So he'll be heavily involved by the time this game is over when you look at the stat sheet.
Brunson drives on Shake Milton. Out of bounds it goes. Kleber, Doncic, Brunson, Powell, and Burke for the Dallas Mavericks. Simmons, the only starter out there for the Sixers, along with Milton, Scott, Korkmaz, and Howard. And the shooting is abysmal. About 32% for both teams. Milton inside with the runner. Mavericks have limited Philly now to 5 of 16 on 2-point shots so far. Doncic was over there with the turnover. And the foul goes on Dallas. And it goes on Luka Doncic, who picks up number 1. Imagine I'm looking at the 2 All-Stars, too, for Philadelphia. Embiid and Simmons have combined 2 of 10 from the floor to start the game for the 76ers. Simmons inside over Kleber. And out of bounds. Philly's ball.
But yet, Kevin, Philly's up by 3. And again, it kind of shows how they've been playing this year. They played through their big 3, but the bench has been spectacular for Doc Rivers at times. They've struggled to score baskets, but at times they have stepped up.
Scott 3. Howard up there on his pogo stick and pulled down by Brunson. Got the Kleba screen. Simmons out there right now. Simmons, one of the terrific defenders in the NBA. Doncic picked up by Scott. Plenty of time. Looked like the cutting Powell was supposed to get that pass and over his head and out of bounds. And a Dallas turnover. Reg at the 10:51 mark of the first half.
Kevin, this Dallas team only averages 12 turnovers a game already. I believe in the start of the second quarter, 8 turnovers here for Dallas.
Philly's last 9 points have been scored by their bench. Just come under criticism. So good start right there. That's the turnover story. Milton tries to peruse and shiftily goes inside and stepped out of bounds. Philadelphia, the second best home record in the NBA. Utah has it. How about Utah's win last night, Reggie, over the Los Angeles Lakers? My goodness. Without Anthony Davis, it's a different looking Laker team.
Utah's ball movement is a work of art. People haven't seen them play. It's just absolutely spectacular.
How about the passing side, then the block by Howard. What a pass by Burke. Then Howard's great defense. Volleyballs it away. Simmons aggressively inside and pumps it down.
That's the size. This is your point guard playing downhill at 6'10".
Doncic. His nice pass is inside. Broken up, and it's off of Dallas. And Shake Milton's defense foils that pass.
How many years have we been seeing this from Dwight Howard? The block at one end. And then Ben Simmons off to a slow start, but being able to finish at the rim right there.
Simmons has 4. Milton's been aggressive with his shot. His floater on the fly. Another rebound. Howard got it to go. And that does not foul, but he got the ball to drop in. And Howard makes it work. Right on the doorstep. Another 2 for Dwight Howard and a 7-point 76er lead. Sports fans, shop now at NBAstore.com. And the Blazers will be in Los Angeles against the Lakers. ABC Saturday, Mavs and Nets. That's at 8:30 Eastern. That's the national TV schedule coming up here. The top team in the East against number 9 Dallas in that Western Conference. Doncic was fouled by Shake Milton. Doncic so far, 1 of 4. He's got 5. Reggie and I are just talking off the air. The combination of Harris, 1 and 3. Simmons, 2 for 6. Embiid, 1 of 6. Those are the 3 big guns for the 76ers, and they have not gotten into their rhythm in this game yet.
It's been the bench for Philly, and maybe that and one play there by Doncic can kind of get him going. Bronson's got switched off on to Simmons, and he's made him pay.
Doncic now has Korkmaz on him. On top. Burke 3, no. And Kleba tried to get a handle on it. He slipped, as you saw. So Simmons the other way, and Ben's got 6 points and 7 shots in 12 minutes. Backing down Brunson. Looking for a double. Korkmaz 3, no. Doncic there to clean it up for Dallas. Through traffic, into a thicket, and out of bounds. Shot clock at 18.
Here's the switch off with Brunson trying to take an offensive foul. Doesn't get the call here. Kind of threw that little right chicken wing a little bit, Kevin, and got away with it. He got away with it.
Simmons coming in averaging a career-low 16 points. Willie Cauley-Stein is back in the contest. Hardaway trying to cultivate a shot in and does off that baseline on the defense of Korkmaz.
Hardaway Jr. has been playing great off the bench the last few ball games for Rick Carlisle and this Mavericks team.
Korkmaz. Outside they go. Harris off the bench. His three, no. Another rebound by Howard. Stripped inside by Cauley-Stein. Vacuumed in by Hardaway. And here comes Dallas. Brunson tries to gash his way inside. Milton is there. Foul call.
And a little ankle turn there. The right ankle there by Brunson. So you've had Brunson as well as Marjanovic kind of tweak their ankles here in this first half for Dallas.
Foul goes on Milton. He picks up his second. Brunson trying to gather himself, as you can see. Last 5 games, his shooting has been spectacular. 54%.
Yep.
Watch it again, Reg.
Milton came down on that ankle.
Brunson at the line, 89%. 5 straight double-digit scoring games for Jalen Brunson. Marjanovic had twisted an ankle early in this game, too, and Reggie, here he comes back in since that episode back in the first quarter.
And Jeff, you were mentioning Jalen Brunson, his last 5 games, averaging 17 points, shooting 54% from the field, 44 from downtown. So it shows you the contributions and how important his offense is for this Mavericks team, which over the last 9 ball games have rediscovered that ball movement.
Embiid is in. Here comes Simmons. Joel 3. And a Marjanovic rebound. No, Porzingis again tonight. 3rd consecutive miss. Without him, they are 7-6. Doncic can't hit. Doncic now 1 of 5.
Got a clean look at that as well, Kev.
He did. Seth Curry. Tobias Harris. He's played with the litany of teams. Spins around, gets it up and in around the defense of Brunson.
Well, it looks like now Philadelphia is just picking on Jalen Brunson. Twice it was Ben Simmons, and now Tobias Harris gets switched down low. Jalen Brunson trying to guard him and just uses his height.
Doncic with the missed 3. And outside, Korkmaz, no. Harris in there fighting for it. And picked up. Doncic the other way. Luka against Boston on Tuesday had 31 points and 10 rebounds. And the shot outside will drop. Hardaway knocks it in. Timmy Hardaway.
It's no secret in wins he averages about 20 points. In losses about 14. So it shows you how important Hardaway Jr. offensively is to this team.
Spinning inside, Harris. Doncic right there with some defense and out of bounds and shot clock at 9. And Luka took one to the lip. Mavs coming off their longest homestand in franchise history, where they won 6 of 7. And a lot of this, of course, Reggie, because of the historic icy and snowy weather in Texas. A power delay in many areas over 4 days. They had an 8-day break, but they got some practices in where they've worked on defense. Embiid outside and lose 3-5.
They had about 5 practices.
Yes.
Talking about working on defense. Right now they're holding Philadelphia to 34% shooting.
Embiid with the steal. Turnover by Doncic.
That's what's hurting them. 10 turnovers already in this first half again. They only averaged 12.
Embiid from outside with the free. Volleyball back out there by Simmons. Korkmaz triple.
And
Korkmaz hits the 3. He now.
The offseason was short for everybody, but I just wanted to, take advantage of, every single day. Just making sure I was in the best shape of my life.
Doc is raved about Embiid with a foul inside on Joel. Reggie just playing off that Embiid. And let's throw Tobias Harris in there, too. Their improvement in almost every offensive category for the Sixers from last season is a big reason why we find the 76ers, as of tonight, the #1 team in the East.
Well, if the season was to stop today, Embiid would be my MVP. And I like at the end of that clip what he said. I'm going to come into camp, into the season, in the best shape of my life. I think he's holding himself more accountable, and I think that has shown in his play. Now, he struggled out against Toronto last time out, 3 of 13. Tonight, he's 2 of 9, only 5 points. But I think he's committed himself to always being the best player on the floor.
Embiid gets the basket right there. Give him 7. He just picked up his first personal foul. 7 points and 4 rebounds with 3 assists for Joel Embiid. That said, his first half of the season MVP. Richardson on the move. And the rebound inhaled by Embiid. Philly by 5. They've led by 7. Dallas had an early lead of 2. Points in the paint, plus 10 for Philadelphia. They go in with Simmons, got it, and a foul. Pretty play by Ben Simmons.
Look at the smoothness to his game. And this is against Doncic, who runs 6'7", 6'8". Just being able to use that 6'10" frame by Ben Simmons. Again, points in the paint for Simmons. 98% of his points come from either in the paint or from the free throw line.
3-time All-Star Simmons is having a career year at the free throw line. Now over 68%. It's his first from the stripe tonight and puts the 76ers up in their largest lead of 8. Here's a turnover. We've seen a lot of them. Dallas had is that the 6th turnover for Dallas? It is the 6th.
No.
Reggie, this quarter alone.
11 for the game. And again, they only average 12 for a game, Kevin. Very uncharacteristic of this Rick Carlisle-led team.
And Philadelphia trying to limit their turnovers, which has been a problem. 1-2 inside for Ben Simmons, who now has 11.
The Sixers in double figures here for Simmons.
Richardson through traffic. Doncic, 1 of 6. 6 points in 15 minutes. Boy, they go blitzing him. Marjanovic. Nice defense right there. Knocked away. Doc Rivers raving about the Philly defense. Curry, 3. Good! He got it to go. Pretty splash outside by Seth Curry. He's got 9. 42-point game about 10 days ago against the Utah Jazz. Had a real nice compliment from Toronto coach Nick Nurse the other day. So the thing I admire most about Ben Simmons, Reggie, he said, Nick Nurse, about this young player out of LSU is, I like his toughness. He is gritty, and he makes it work inside.
And running 6'10" as your point guard. What's underestimated about him is his defense. Leads the league in deflections and loose balls recovered because of that length. And he's hounding Luka Doncic right here, who picks up the foul on the slap down.
I think Simmons is saying, I got all ball. And what Simmons say the other day, Reggie? Because my goal, if I have an individual goal, is to be the defensive player of the year in the league.
Pretty good defense right there.
We're going to review.
That's pretty good defense there.
So not only is Philadelphia beating up Dallas inside, plus 14 points, and again, no Porzingis tonight for the Mavs.
Challenging the ruling of a personal foul on the floor.
But they're plus 9, the 76ers are tonight, Reggie, from three-point territory. And their shooting has climbed as the game has gone on, 40%. Another look at it.
Well, certainly from that angle right there, it looks like it's all ball. And from that angle as well. This very well may be either a jump ball or Philadelphia's ball.
Challenge on the foul. We're going to just quickly update a quick note. One of our track people, our director Matt Lipp, had spotted Brunson heading to the locker room for Dallas. We knew that he had kind of twisted an ankle. We'll try to get a follow-up on him as we take another look. That to me looked like he got the back of his right hand from that angle. Brunson has come out of the locker room, and there he is. Just got back out on the floor for Dallas on the bench.
So make the call here, Mr. Kevin Harlan. Is it a foul or is it going to be overturned?
I'm going to say they're going to keep it a foul. I'm so bad on these. I'm so bad on these. They called it a foul.
They took a long time to look at this.
The challenge is successful. Simmons hits the outside of the ball. There is no foul on the play. When the whistle was blown, the ball was loose. We're going to jump it up center circle, any two. Philadelphia retains their timeouts. 24 on the shot clock.
So Simmons was right. He did poke away at it, and that's why I never sit here and guess at those things. I'm wrong most of the time. And as the two all-star starters talking there, Embiid and Doncic. By the way, Doncic and Washington's Bradley Beal, the only two starters out of the 10 coming from losing team records. At the time that Doncic went in, they were underwater. Now they're back to 500 at 15-15, giving credence to what he's helping this team with as Embiid works into Marjanovic. And Boban will pick up a foul and help up Embiid. Marjanovic was with this Philly team 2 years ago.
I think Embiid got tired of settling for threes. He's like, look, I can knock him down. See, it's fool's gold when you knock down the first one. Then you think you're going to be on all night. Do what you do best. Attack the basket.
Well, tonight from Philadelphia, the NBA on TNT is brought to you by American Express. Support a local restaurant tonight. Order in, help out, shop small. And by Gillette, the best a man can get.
And you have another thing that Dallas has done well defensively, even though they are down by 14. They have kept Joel Embiid off the free throw line. I mean, this is only his first and second free throw attempt. This is a guy that averages almost 12 free throw attempts and as well as 10 makes a game, which leads the league.
Reggie, #1 in free throw attempts, as you say, and makes. He averages 10 made free throws a game, and right now, that would rank #7 overall in NBA history. That's kind of effective play that he offers them at the line and what he does inside. And here comes Hardaway with the Marjanovic screen. Green coming out. They go into Boban. Knocked away. It's off of Dallas. Another Dallas turnover. The 7th of this second quarter. Tonight's virtual shot clock is powered by Tissot. You see it right there in the circle. Here's Embiid again. Joel 3 of 10. Dallas will save it. Doncic the other way. 1 of 6, 6 points. Carves his way inside. Gets the pass off to Marjanovic. Another turnover by Dallas. Picked up by Embiid. Here comes Simmons. He'll change his glide. He'll race inside. He'll bang into Hardaway. And the ball is out of bounds. And the foul goes on Timmy Hardaway.
Active hands at the defensive end, causing the 12th turnover for the Mavericks, and then it's off to the races, a team that is the best fast-breaking team in the league.
So here is Ben Simmons at the free throw line, one of 5 players this season to average 15 points, at least 8 rebounds, and at least 7 assists, with Westbrook and Luka Doncic, LeBron and Jokic at Denver. That's some pretty good company.
That's really good company. Well, I do love his toughness, but this young man has it all. He has all the skills. The only thing that's lacking, he's got to be more consistent with an outside shot. He's gotten better at the free throw line as he misses those back-to-back attempts, though. But if he can get a consistent jump shot, the world will be his. Look at this.
Oh, a great steal by Simmons from the unsuspected Cauley-Stein, and down with the flush. Jackhammering it in is Embiid. Great transition by Philly. One all-star to the other. Simmons the steal. Doncic inside. Got one to go. Right on the doorstep. Puts it in. Stopping a 14-0 Philadelphia run. And over 3 minutes on that drought, Reg, for the Mavs and putting points on the board. 3, Embiid, book it. Joel Embiid knocks in a 3-point shot, his second tonight. He's got 14 overall. Doncic 3. Easy rebound for Cauley-Stein. Hardaway and Green. Cauley-Stein the screen. The triple is away, and the rebound by Joel Embiid. He's got 6. Former Maverick had 2 stints with the Mavs. Seth Curry on the fly off that baseline.
What a nice first half for Seth Curry. Doc was telling us he's not all the way back from the safety protocols and the COVID, but he's starting to round into shape. Double figures here in this first half for Curry.
He was complimentary, as he should be. He's also his son-in-law, so I can see why Doc was.
That would help. That would help.
Richardson, Cauley-Stein bumping into Embiid. Outside it goes. 3 down the hatch. Pretty 3 from outside. Dallas trying to get some offense going. Hardaway gets it. And Timmy Hardaway's got 10, the only Mav in double figures. Curry, Embiid. Looks of about 7 seconds, 8 seconds. Game clock, shot clock. Look at him work his way down. Chiseling his way in a foul.
Took a shot to the face as well.
He sure did.
Straight to the eyes.
So far, Philadelphia outscoring Dallas in this quarter 34-18. The foul on Hardaway. Picks up his second.
Kev, Dallas was
76ers. Go ahead, Reg.
Dallas was so efficient defensively in that first quarter. They've given up 34 points here in this second quarter.
Yeah, 35 in the first leg of a 3-game road trip. Coming out east, down by 19. They've trailed by as many as 20. Doncic quiet, 18 minutes, 2 of 8, 8 points on 8 shots. Simmons is on him. All-star against all-star. Now they got Tobias Harris. 3, Doncic. Wow, what a shot with the long reach of Tobias Harris right there. So they get a 3, and Reg, maybe they can work on that a little bit going in the second half. Give them a little momentum.
These are the same threes that put the Celtics to bed on Tuesday.
So Embiid and Simmons, who had 16 of the final 21 shots in that first half that went in for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Also for Philadelphia, a plus 16 points in the paint, as well as a plus 8 in fast break points. So if you're Doc Rivers, continue to play downhill.
So Philadelphia will go with their starting 5, and there's a change as Johnson is in and puts up that shot with 3 defenders right around him. Simmons out of the pack, taking it shiftily the other way. Here comes Embiid and works into the defense of the veteran James Johnson. And a foul called. Johnson did not start, but starts the second half with Doncic, Richardson, Kleber, and Dorian Finney-Smith. And the starting five is still out there, Reggie, for the Philadelphia 76ers of Green, Harris, Embiid, Seth Curry, and Ben Simmons. FanDuel gives you more ways to win this NBA season with betting, daily fantasy, and free-to-play games. Sign up and play at FanDuel.com. Who missed some time because the positive COVID result and test. Johnson on top. He's played 12 years in the NBA. Drives an Embiid and pushed back up and in. Nice play by Josh Richardson.
Well, Rick Carlisle electing to go with a little smaller lineup. No Boban Marjanovic to start this second half to see if they can try to move Embiid a little bit away from that paint area.
Here comes Green back into Embiid, defended by Kleber.
Here's the problem.
Picked up by Dallas.
When you go small, you're giving up a lot of size.
Doncic hit a three before the first half concluded, and he hammers one in right there, Reg. Now he's up to 14, and he's knocked in 2 triples.
Got that lead down to 10 now.
Here comes Tobias Harris. He's really been quiet. 2 of 6. Embiid trying to climb the ladder. And the other way, the Dallas Mavericks, who have won 6 of 7 and 7 of 9. Coming in, stolen another Dallas turnover. They had a bunch in the first half. Here comes Simmons pounding into Kleber with a foul. Kleber will pick up his second.
And Kevin, if I'm Doc Rivers, the ball and the offense with this small lineup on the floor has to evolve and go through Embiid here.
Harris. Finney-Smith is on him, takes a swipe at him and a foul. Dorian Finney-Smith will pick it up. And they will put Tobias Harris at the free throw line. We talked to Doc, Reg, before the game, and he was telling you about not only is Harris having a career year in terms of his scoring at 21 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists, but his defense has been so good. And he said it was a little different from what I remember when I coached him with the Clippers.
You probably wouldn't have been traded if you played defense like this in LA.
Right.
I mean, he has the size and the length, and was only thinking about one thing, and that was scoring the basketball. But he's been more impressed, and I think the growth of Ben Simmons has helped him as well defensively, because they are very active defensively as a team.
Simmons on Doncic. Boy, what a fun matchup that is. Looking inside, good ones right there. Nice defensive play by Embiid. Ahead it goes. Green trailing Embiid, and Kleber's on him. Right by him, across the lane, off balance shot. Kleber the rebound, and Doncic the other way. Number 9 team in the West, Dallas, trying to split the defense. Kleber with a foul called on Philadelphia. Number 9, and back to 500 is Dallas for the first time since January, early January. Back to a 500 record.
Embiid pleading for a foul at one end. Got to be very careful. He's kind of teetering on getting or picking up a technical foul here, Kevin.
2 fouls on Embiid. And there's a nice play by Philadelphia.
Nice defensive play. Team defense. 5-second call violation here as the turnovers continue to mount. 17 now. 4 turnovers here in this third quarter for Dallas.
Kept everybody covered. This defense by Philly. Here they come the other way, and way off is Embiid. Now 5 of 17 with a drive down court And that is a foul. Joel will pick up that foul. That is number 3 on him.
And Embiid's point is like, I'm going for the basketball the same way that Dorian Finney-Smith is. I should be allowed the same amount of rights to go after this basketball just as he is.
Reggie, the new president of basketball out for the 76ers, Daryl Morey, who comes, of course, from Houston Rockets, and he was quoted as saying, I think we're pretty championship or bust this season. That's a pretty big statement to make for a couple of young stars. Your opener going to get you there. And the bench right now, which is still a work in progress. Doncic has just hit his 3rd consecutive three-point shot.
They'll get you in the ball game quickly when your best player is starting to find that stroke here. And Luka. Well, this is one of the coaching adjustments we talked about, finding ways to get their all-star a little bit more involved offensively here. Nice little step-back 3 here by Doncic.
17 for Doncic. Foul goes on James Johnson of Dallas. Harris inside, off the fingertips of a Maverick defender. Shot clock is at 9. 76ers have won 3 of 4 coming in after losing 3 straight. An aggressive Embiid trying to chew him up with a drive and a foul. So now the game is slowed down just a bit. So tonight, before the Pelicans take on the Bucks, head to the BR app for pregame picks, a new live interactive show where fans compete in challenges for big prizes. Comedian Famous Los in the House of Highlights. Pierre wiping the ball.
All right, who needed an extra rest out there? That's what that was. Someone needed an extra breath.
Maybe Embiid. 19 now for him. The free throw shooting tonight, 13 of 16 for the Sixers, 10 of 18 for the Dallas Mavericks. Part of this season so far for Dallas has been trying to deal with the weather, the Mother Nature of icy, snowy weather, and historically bad. Johnson works through traffic. Doncic this time takes it in with the floater. Oh, he's got his stroke right now, Reg. He's shot too lethal from outside and inside.
Now he's gotten the runner going. He's made a couple threes.
They've climbed to within 8 after being down by 20. Seth Curry the fake. Embiid. Doc talked about his passing. Could have right there. Little off on that shot. Kleber the rebound. In Dallas the other way. Dallas actually is leading Philadelphia in rebounding by 9. That's a toss and an interception by Harrison. Ahead it goes to Simmons. And holding on to him as he takes it in was Dorian Finney-Smith, who picks up the Mavs foul.
Well, let alone it's tough to win on the road, Kevin. But if you're going to turn the basketball over on the road, it's very difficult. Especially your team is just starting to get back in it. Here's Luka, almost really with an unforced turnover right into the hands of Philadelphia.
So just to update this third quarter, Philadelphia has gone 0 of 7 from the field in the third. They have not hit a shot. They hit one right there at the free throw line from Ben Simmons. And then Reggie, kind of continue our conversation on Luka Doncic. He's got 11 of Dallas's last 16 points. And now a total of 19, which is tied with the game high of Embiid for Philly.
He has also a couple of the turnovers as well. That's been mounting in this third quarter.
So you can see the turnover story right there for Coach Rick Carlisle. Porzingis out again tonight. They've won 2 straight, by the way, with Porzingis not in there. And tonight he's got lower back tightness. Outside, that shot from 3 will not drop, and Simmons has the ball. Johnson in the way. Curry trying to get free, and does. Simmons tonight has 5 assists. That's a loose ball. Reeled in by Dallas. Johnson. Doncic doubled by the 2 All-Stars. Shot clock at 4. Ball was blocked. Picked up and driving inside and missing it right there. Dorian Finney-Smith. Nice defense by Philly. Green the other way. Drills the 3.
Philly's defense has just been on point all night long, especially perimeter defense.
Kleber, his 3.
Dallas is hanging around, and they're hanging around because of that 3-point ball. 9 of 20 now, 45% from downtown for the Mavericks.
Danny Green's hit right there. First field goal this quarter. There have been 5 field goals this quarter, and Doncic has 3 of them. Into Embiid, fronted well that time by James Johnson.
I've been really impressed with James Johnson. The start of this third quarter being inserted into the lineup, his energy has really helped Dallas.
He was acquired in that 3-team trade with Oklahoma City. Curry, tough shot. Finney-Smith is there. Doncic the other way. Luka, top 5 score, top 4 in assists. 3, Finney-Smith, book it. Dorian Finney-Smith with a triple.
Just like that. 7-point ball game.
Mike Scott is in off the bench, taking the place of Tobias Harris. Quiet night for Tobias. 2 of 7, just 6 points. And he averages 21. Simmons and Doncic. Kleber hedges. 3, Embiid. Rebound, Johnson.
Usually that drag action when Luka needs step-back threes that can be backbreakers. In this case, trying to get Dallas back in it.
Goes in back. Look at this. Tim Hardaway is in. Johnson from the corner. Green is there. Scott with a 3. Rebound, Embiid jumping up inside on him. It's Finney-Smith. And Joel will be at the line again. Where tonight he is 7 of 8. 19 points and 8 rebounds. Joel Embiid with 18 double-doubles. 3rd leading scorer in the NBA. Just a smidge under 30 points per contest. For the first time ever, see the best of All-Star all in one incredible night. This year's event will support HBCUs and COVID-19 relief equity efforts. Learn more at NBA.com/All-Star and watch on Sunday, March 7th with on-court action starting at 6:30 Eastern Time on TNT. Embiid. 21, Reg. He's hit 9 free throws.
Well, he's right at his averages, right? The free throw attempts he makes.
Sixers are 9 of 10 shooting free throws. Here's Brunson back in the game. Johnson on the wing. 3. No. Green's got the ball. Back off to Ben Simmons with his 6 assists. Makes the cut into Doncic. Splits the D. Can't get it. Embiid is there to fetch that loose ball. Wrangle it away and outside to Curry, and they reset their offense. Green rifles it over to Curry. Oh, look at him slash for 2 inside. Seth Curry for the deuce. The drive right here, Brunson. And slammed in by Johnson. Down went Brunson. And Green will pick up the Philadelphia foul.
And they're going to need more of this as this season progresses by Curry. Not only his 3-point shooting, but being able to put the ball on the floor, get all the way to the hole.
Curry missed a game on Tuesday, Reg, because he had left ankle soreness. His reel looked pretty good right there, didn't it? Johnson at the line. Reggie, both these teams have had some trade rumors kind of swirling around them, in particular Dallas. And Porzingis' name denied by the Mavericks in the front office and their coaching staff, that he is being looked upon, or his name is being floated out there. And for Philadelphia, they're hoping that perhaps they're going to be able to get somebody before the trade deadline on March 25th. Porzingis again missing a third straight game with lower back tightness. Coming off, of course, that meniscus surgery on his knee, which has taken some wind out of his season. But both these teams feel probably to a degree, Reg, they're not set going into the playoffs should they both make it. We know Philadelphia will, and Dallas at number 9 right now. Curry.
Philadelphia, to me, they're going to need more shooting on the edges, especially from what Simmons and nice shot in transition there by Brunson.
Wow.
They need more shooting for Embiid and Simmons to open up that paint area.
Brunson's now gone 3 of 5. He has 11 off the bench, 10 off the bench by Tim Hardaway. Look at that drive! And sailing in is Ben Simmons. Oh, that was beautiful.
Man, love how he played. Absolutely love it.
Kleber will launch a 3. And there's Simmons rebounding, jamming, aggressively taking it to the rack the other end. Here comes Embiid, twisting and corkscrewing up in a foul. Kleber will shove him and pick it up. How about the high-flying Ben Simmons, an all-star again, doing it in so many different ways. And that time, aggressively to the rack for 2.
Let's get shots. Let's move that ball. All right? Let's get that ball moving again, guys. Let's get it moving.
I'll tell you what's moving, Reggie, is Embiid, who's now got 21 points, or 22 points with that first free throw, 9 rebounds, and 1 board away from a double-double. Does it appear to you that Doc is moving Embiid around more than with the previous staff?
I do, and the reason why I say that is from the free throw attempts as well as makes, I think the point of emphasis is to get him closer to the basket. Again, he has shot 5 threes tonight, but I just thought he settled a little bit too much under Brett Brown. Whereas I think he's a little bit more cognizant of being aggressive in the post and mid-post area.
Skills challenge.
Richardson currently with Dallas, former Philadelphia 76er and Miami Heat player. Here comes Seth Curry. Shake Milton is back in. He'll be defended by Richardson. He plunges into the paint and got it on the fly.
Yeah, we're in a little 2-3 zone there defensively. Nice job there.
Philadelphia is plus 14 points in the paint, plus 15 points off turnovers. Dallas plus 9 in threes. Doncic with the 3 missing it all. Defended on the play, well on the perimeter. Dwight Howard comes in for the 76ers. Trey Burke will check in. Doncic will leave. So it's Burke. Along with Brunson, Cauley Stein, Tim Hardaway, and Richardson. In the corner, Scott 3. Mike Scott with the 3-point shot for Philadelphia.
A 5-0 run here to out of that timeout here for Philadelphia.
Scott defending here, punches it away. And Richardson on the deck. They're playing Twister, picked up by Curry. Gets it off for Simmons. inside. On top. Here comes Milton. 2 defenders there set the wall. By the way, Tobias Harris has a bruised knee and will not return. Here they go. Simmons against Brunson. Shake Milton will take it. He's lurking on the perimeter and finds 2 inside with his penetration, Reg. And the Philadelphia lead with Milton knocking it in and getting 6. 86-68 over Dallas. 11-2 run by the 76ers. 5-5. Here comes Brunson chiseling his way into Curry. 1 to fire. Shot clock violation. Shot clock violation. Good defense by that second unit of the Philadelphia 76ers.
And they have forced Dallas into 20 turnovers, which has resulted in 22 points for the Sixers.
Scott, Milton, and the quarter has come to a close. Mavericks have had
your bench, again, they've been inconsistent, but as of late, much better. Shake has been great, as well as Dwight Howard.
I think Dwight's been absolutely amazing. We put him in against any lineup, small lineups. He's been good. And, Shake's back, and Shake can score. That helps the bench.
Howard just had a nice assist. And he's had a terrific night. As Philadelphia has just equaled their biggest lead. They go inside. Willie Cauley-Stein climbing the ladder.
And that's frustrating right there if you're a coach.
How about that?
I mean, that's got to be easy money. That's got to be easy money.
Mavs got to within 7, then a 19-6 run by Philadelphia. Philly now plus 20 points in the lane and plus 10 points at the free throw line. Here comes Shake Milton, dances on Cauley-Stein, backs him down. He can't get it to bob in, just like Willie Cauley-Stein at the other end couldn't. Nice pass inside off the fingertips of Cauley-Stein. Another Dallas turnover. So Milton, Scott, Thibault, Korkmaz, and Howard on the floor. Reggie, Howard, 8 points, 4 rebounds, 2 blocks in 9 minutes.
Yeah, and he got those 8 points in 3 minutes in that first half.
Scott. Here comes Josh Richardson. Here comes Trey Burke, former National College Player of the Year at Michigan, inside. Richardson puts up that mid-ranger. Got it to drop. He's got 11 against his old team. First time he's played Philadelphia this year as a member. Dallas. Korkmaz. Foul. Brunson.
Should be Josh Richardson here. Just taking the basketball and over a pretty good defender in Matisse Thybulle.
Milton. Again, heavily covered down low. Brunson's got the ball. Rebounding advantage of 9 for Dallas. Long 3 outside. No good. Richardson lost inside. Saved by Howard. Almost picked off. Bench tonight at Philadelphia has been good. There's a 3 by Scott. Mike Scott puts it in from outside for the 76ers.
You gamble in the backcourt defensively and don't come up with a steal. You put your defense in peril. Philly made Dallas pay with that bad defensive mistake.
Korkmaz pick up the foul. Trey Burke, he at the free throw line. His team down by 21. Let's take a look at the upcoming national TV schedule in the NBA. And tomorrow night on ESPN. Pacers will be in Boston taking on the Celtics. The Trailblazers in Los Angeles against the defending NBA champion Lakers. ABC Saturday, Dallas. They'll stay on this road trip. They'll be in Brooklyn against the Nets. It's Saturday on ABC.
See if the Lakers can kind of stop the bleeding a little bit. That's 4 games in a row that the Lakers have lost. No Anthony Davis. Probably will not be back until sometime after the All-Star break.
So now LeBron is going to have to, obviously, with the foul there on Burke. Milton at the stripe. LeBron is going to have to carry the load, Reg, and that's a lot. Even with Anthony Davis there, those two made everything happen. When LeBron went out the roster, you had Anthony Davis would take a breather. The plus-minus is not good for the Lakers. I mean, it comes down, just like it isn't for Philadelphia without Embiid on the floor, and that's why the focus in Philly's been on this bench, at least holding the lead, and hopefully at some time building the lead like they've done tonight. Richardson, Thibault on him. Dallas is shooting 40%. With a move inside, and finally they get it to go. Ollie Stein coming up with his first 2 of the night. There's a whistle on the perimeter before the shot.
Moving screen there by Howard.
Yep.
And I think that's what he's telling the guys. Wait till I can come up to set it before you start to come off. Exactly.
Philadelphia tonight with 28 bench points. They go inside, forcing the issue. Richardson, Thibault may have been reaching in to pick up the foul for the 76ers, and he has. Thibault tonight does not have a steal, but Reggie, he has the most steals in the NBA in the fewest minutes per game. Occasional starter, Thibault picks up the foul right there.
Well, coming into this league, that's what he was known for at Washington. Has great length at 6'4", 6'5". Long wingspan. Can block shots. You talked about the steals. Has improved as a three-point shooter. And I think once playoffs start, I think he's going to factor into Doc Rivers' plans because of what he does defensively.
Richardson at the line. Those 2 of 2. He missed 9 games because of health and safety protocol earlier this season. Mavericks had 4 rotational players contract COVID-19 in early January. Korkmaz, the fake, and fires. And picked up by Richardson. Richardson will dance. Burke outside. Scott will follow him. Richardson open. He'll unleash a 3 with a Milton rebound.
Has a list, Mr. Last 5 threes here.
Oh, Howard winds up and jacks it in. Howard is energized tonight. 10 points, 5 rebounds, couple blocks, and a steal, and found it here with full extension. Wide open runway for him. Timeout. Sixers, their lead has been as big as 21. It's been about this big most of the game. Runs it outside. Richardson will try to slash in. Can't. Willie Cauley-Stein out there. Rebound by Howard. The 2 centers for Philadelphia have a combined 33 points, 15 rebounds, and 3 blocks. And those 2 centers, Howard, who just had that board, and Embiid, and Korkmaz for 3. Furkan Korkmaz puts in the triple.
How about
2 All-Stars
to
get some time. You're right, Reggie. Get time to rest. had just climbed back to 500. First time they had been there since January. Shot is short. Thibault will retrieve it. It looks like now they're going to dip back below 500. And they were 500 on the road, too. 7-7. Look at Howard at 35. Play like he's 25. What a game. Dwight Howard. My goodness. 12 points, 6 rebounds. He has been fun to watch tonight.
Perfect from the field, 5 of 5. And you mentioned it, the energy. There's another rebound for Howard. Throwback game
gets
here.
His 7th rebound. This bench has been energized by him. Shake Milton with a twister. Nice shot. Ratcheting up again. The Philadelphia 76ers forcing a Dallas timeout. They're winning it. Tremendous initiative. Korkmaz outside. Shake Milton. 9-0 run right now with all bench guys on the floor right now. Milton, Scott, Thibault, Korkmaz, and Howard. Screen and a shot by Brunson. And the screen was laid there by Powell. With the foul called. The Philly bench tonight, 37 points, Reggie. The most they've had in 3 weeks. This has been a topic of conversation in the media covering the 76ers. And tonight, against a decent Dallas team, Doc Rivers, as he told us before the game, we're looking at rotations. We're trying to change the hand a little bit, but they just need more time, and they have looked good tonight.
Well, look, they averaged 31 points, which is the fewest in the NBA. Tonight, you mentioned it, 37, but consistency. Can they consistently do this? I think they need more shooting off that bench. I do love Shake. I love his being able to create and score the basketball. But they need more consistent
Iwundu leaned into Korkmaz. Wesley Iwundu just came off the bench for Dallas. And Dwight Howard's going to pick up a foul away from the ball. So Howard with his second personal. Simmons on the bench with 15 points, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. He's done for the night. 23 points, 9 boards for Joel Embiid. 5 of 20 for Embiid. Trey Burke. He twist around. He was with Philadelphia and Dallas last season. Outside that shot will drop. James Johnson. Sixers look like they're going to go to 22-11. Came into tonight a half game on top of Brooklyn. Howard will once again take it and put it in with authority. Got the feed from Korkmaz. Howard with 14.
What a solid backup Doc Rivers has in Dwight Howard.
Iwundu inside travels.
Korkmaz here with a nice little dish up top, and Dwight Howard, and those 35-year-old legs, still being able to finish. As Embiid loves to see Dwight Howard again. Champion last year with the Los Angeles Lakers. Him and JaVale McGee. They manned that center position with Frank Vogel in the Lakers.
Senators with 37 combined points tonight. 3 Howard. No. Howard came into tonight 3 of 9 from 3.
Why not there? Why not?
Why not? Burke on the fly. Now he's going to talk to his bench a little bit as Trey Burke makes that shot going from outside on TNT. For the Sixers too, 24 assists on 36 made baskets.
Well, 24 assists, 11 by your two main principals, and Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons.
Tyrese Maxey, who is a rookie out of Kentucky, and first-round pick Isaiah Joe back in the contest. Shot clock at 2. Maxey will try to drive, the ball knocked away, and Johnson was right there defensively for Dallas. So Dwight Howard is out now, and he'll finish his night very successfully with 14 and 8. It's using your head. 3:42 to go here in this one. With a 3. That will go in. So Tony Bradley is in the contest with Ferguson, Maxey, Joe, and Korkmaz for Philadelphia. With a lean inside, and that will go. Tony Bradley. Marjanovic is out there with Powell, Burke, Johnson, and Awundu. Boban spinning on Bradley. Maxey the rebound. Philadelphia's home record will go to 14 and 2. That is the best in the East. Right there with Utah in terms of the NBA. Burke the other way. Shooting tonight, both teams in the low 40s. Burke can't. Boban can. Marjanovic will slam it.
And Kev, you know, going forward for Philadelphia and Doc Rivers, the concern over, you know, the knee injury to Tobias Harris, who left tonight's game and didn't return. You hope that's okay. And it's something that's not going to linger on.
And Johnson with a nice block there on the shot by Philly, and back off to Awundu. Burke on top and approaching 2 to play. Cutting. Nice defense inside, but called for the foul. Tyrese Maxey, who grew up in the Dallas area, did Maxey. In fact, he was the Dallas High School Player of the Year. He was the Texas Mr. Basketball. Played at Kentucky. And he just picked up the foul. At the free throw line, Dwight Howard. Powell puts it up. The game of epic fails and big bucks is back. Join the stars of Impractical Jokers and host Jamil for the new episodes of the Misery Index. That's Tuesday at 10:30 p.m. on TBS. Jamila Jamil. Now they've also got in another player, Vincent Poirier from France, a former Celtic who played 22 games for Boston a year ago. Terrence Ferguson right here, the former Thunder player. Marjanovic. Reg, I know what it is about you and I, but we have not had many close games this season, have we? We have just, for whatever reason, we have just gotten a dud, although it is fun to see the top team in Philadelphia get some good play tonight, and that was a foul called inside on Philly.
I just think that the second half of the season, they're going to load us up with some barn burners and getting ready for the playoffs. I think that's where all the action is going to happen for you and I. At least I'm telling myself that.
At least I'm telling myself that too. Maxey. Burke will trail. The floater is off. Nice shot there. Tyrese Maxey puts it up and in. Dallas will drop to 15 and 16, 7 and 8 on the road. Marjanovic outside. Dwight Powell makes a move, splits the D, puts it up, and it's foul. Philly is going to go to 14 and 2 at home. They'll have won their fourth game in the last 5. And they'll go to 22-11 for Doc Rivers in his first year as the head coach here after 7 years with the Clippers, and of course before that with the Celtics, and before that with Orlando when he was coach of the year. Before that he was with TNT.
Forget how cool is that when we were talking to him. He said what? It was 48 hours after he was let go with the Clippers, about 48 hours. And the relationship, and the big reason why he took Philly was because of Elton Brand. Elton Brand and his conversation, they flew him to Philadelphia, and the conversations they had about changing the culture, he was all in.
Said he had 48 hours, as you said, Reg. That's a 3 that's down. And he said most of that 48 hours was watching tape of every touch for Simmons and Embiid.
Yes.
And then he got excited. As if he wasn't already when they called.
Yeah, come on, man. You're getting 2 of the best young stars in the game.
There's Elton Brand.
Good shot of Elton, who's doing a fabulous job in the front office for this Sixers organization team.
And then they get Philly's going to get their first win over Dallas in the last 4 meetings. Dallas had won 3 straight over them. Marjanovic outside. Tony Bradley trying to get it. Bradley was acquired in a trade with Detroit. 4th-year player from North Carolina. Played the last 3 years with the Utah Jazz. So that'll do it. Philly gets the win. They stay on top in the Eastern Conference in a lead over the Brooklyn Nets with the win tonight over Dallas, 111-97. Mavs who come in winning 6 of 7. But tonight, Philadelphia got a great performance from their bench. 46 bench points, 50 points in the paint, 26 assists with only 8 turnovers. And the Philadelphia 76ers tonight, Reggie shot 41% from 3. Embiid and Simmons combined for 38, 12 rebounds and 11 assists.